Hi guys, it's me Talisha, and today I am doing a this or that tag, and it's the equestrian version, of course, because my channel is an equestrian channel, so of course it's going to be an equestrian version. But anyway, so let's get started. So I have all these questions on my computer, so I'm sorry if I'm like looking down quite a bit because they're on like a document on my computer. So the first section is apparel, and question 1 is, what do you prefer, tailored sportsman or carrots? And I like tailored sportsman's better because I pretty much like the colour and the quality better than carrots. Like, carrots is good as well, but I just like tailored sportsman's a bit more. 2 is GPA or Charles Owen. Now, I haven't really had a Charles Owen, like, I've never had a Charles Owen. And GPA, I have had a GPA helmet, and it was pretty good. I'm not going to say it was amazing. There's a few, like, I know everyone loves GPA helmets and stuff, like, but mine kind of, the visor on it broke off, and like, it's not like a big thing, but you know, it's not something that I really want to happen to my helmets, but it's a good helmet, it looks amazing, it's just my visor broke on it, and yeah, I didn't really like that. But I prefer GPA. Number 3 is tread step or Ariat. Again, I've never had any tread step, like, I've never had a tread step boots or anything, but I have had Ariat boots and Ariat socks and shirts, and so I prefer Ariat because, well, I've just had more of their stuff, but you know, I don't have any experience with tread step. Number 4 is tall boots or chaps. Now this is a hard question because preferably I like tall boots because they look nicer, but only really for shows, and for like, for schooling I'd probably use chaps, and like, well, I have a lot of chaps, like I used to have tall boots, but anyway, I prefer chaps because I find them more comfortable and you can like do anything in them, and I'm not always worried that I'm going to wreck them. So with tall boots I am, and you can just do more with chaps, I find. Okay, number 5 is gloves or no gloves. Okay, so the thing with me is I used to love wearing gloves. I couldn't not wear gloves with riding because I'd get like really bad blisters. But now my fingers are kind of getting used to it, and they're getting like callousy stuff on them, so they're getting stronger and they don't really need gloves as much. I will wear gloves in the winter because it's colder, so I want my hands to stay warm. But when it's like nice weather or it's hot, I won't wear gloves because I don't find I need them anymore. If I start to get blisters again, which I don't normally anymore, but if I do, I will go and put gloves on. Number 6 is polos or t-shirts. Now, I have a lot of t-shirts because they're just cheaper and easier to get, but I prefer polos because I find they look nicer and they're just more like horsey kind of thing, if you know what I mean. And I only have like 2 or 3 polos, but I just like the look of them better. And I find they're a lot more, well, they're not more comfortable. The t-shirts are more comfortable, but I like the polos better. Number 7 is high-waisted or low-waisted. Okay, I prefer low-waisted because I find high-waisted is just too high on me because I don't have like a really long torso kind of thing. I've got long legs, not torso. So I find it goes up too high if it's long-waisted. So I like the low-waisted better, and I find it looks better when you like tuck your shirt in and stuff to it. So yeah. Okay, number 8 is hairnets or no hairnets. Now, I think hairnets are good for shows, but I don't use hairnets for like anything else unless it's like if I'm going to a show, I'll use a hairnet. But I find hairnets can get a bit annoying, and it's just easier if you just go out and say I'm like going out into the barn, and then I'm just like, so I just got up in the morning, I'm walking outside, and like, it's just easier for me to like just tuck my hair up and like put it in a low ponytail than grab a hairnet and do that, because I pretty much only put my hair up when I'm about to ride. While I'm doing anything else, I'll just leave it out because I don't really care. So yeah, it's not really, I don't really like hairnets, only for shows because they look better for shows, otherwise you'd have hair like everywhere. But otherwise I don't otherwise I like no hairnets better. Now we're up to tack. Number 1 in tack is brown or black. So for tack I'd probably prefer brown just because all of my tack is brown. It just is, so I like the look of it better. And so is all my like boots and stuff are brown as well, but I do want to get black boots when I next time when I get boots, because I like the look of like boots and stuff in black, and like tack better in brown. I just do. 2 is leather or synthetic. I prefer leather because I just like the look of it better, and synthetic doesn't last as long. I find every time I get like synthetic leather, it'll break and tear really quickly, and it just annoys me. And leather looks a lot nicer, obviously because it's leather, but it looks a lot nicer and it lasts longer. Number 3, polos or boots. Okay, I'm not very good at doing polos, but I know how to do them, and I think they look a lot nicer than boots do. Like, boots are an easy thing to quickly put on, but I reckon the polos look so much nicer on the horses than boots do, so I prefer polos. Number 4, laser sheen or show sheen. I'm going to say laser sheen because I haven't used show sheen again, so I can't really compare it to, and I've had laser sheen before and it works really well, so laser sheen. Number 5, leather or padded girth. I prefer padded girth because I find leather, it's hard to say, but when they're padded girth, they're more stretchy, so it's easier to get a fitted girth for your horse. And also because some of my padded girths are like, both of my padded girths, they both like absorb the sweat kind of thing, and with leather it just kind of sits on it, and I find it smells a lot worse. And well, if you're wearing leather, leather's really hot, so they're going to sweat a lot more as well. And so I'm going to say padded girth because I find they'd be a lot more comfier for the horse as well. Not that I know. Okay, now we are on to random questions. Number 1, hunters or jumpers. I like hunters better because it's more focusing on the horse than you, and I like jumpers as well, but I just like hunters better. Yeah, just a preference. Number 2 is trail rides or lessons. Okay, I like lessons and trail rides. Like, I love trail rides because trail rides is just fun. It's you and your horse, and if you're with other people, it's just so much fun. I love trail rides. And lessons, they teach you like everything you need to know, and that's like a big part of horse riding, obviously. You need to know what you're doing. But I'm going to say trail rides because trail rides is just like, I find it's just like you and your horse and you're just bonding on a nice quiet ride, unless you're with other people. That's also amazing. And I just find trail rides are so much better because, yeah, in this place, like, we have a bush near here, and we call it Spooky Forest because it's really dark and scary, and like, yeah. And anyway, so when you go in the bush, it's just really cool, and we always see like deer and kangaroos and stuff, and for us to see deer, because I live in Australia, it's just like you don't really see deer much, and there's always deer in Spooky Forest. But it's an amazing trail ride, and like as we're going up the hills, our horse is always trying to like gallop up the hill, and it's awesome. I just feel like you can just let go and not be so like strict on your riding posture, and if your heels are down and all of that. Like, as much as I like doing that kind of stuff, it's just, I feel you can just like relax and, you know. Okay, number 3, horses or ponies. Okay, so I prefer horses because you can't grow out of horses, and like horses are just so much fitted to my size. But I love ponies so much, like they're just so cute and like innocent. But apart from like some Shetlands, because they can be really sassy and like, but this Shetland I know is adorable and I love her. Anyway, but I like horses better because they fit me better and I won't grow out of them. Like, if you're young, if you're like 4, yeah, get a pony. If you're 6, pony, don't get a horse. But just because I like fit to horses better, and yeah, I find they don't have as much as a bad attitude as ponies can have. Just a opinion. 4, markings or no markings. Definitely markings. Like, markings is just, oh, it's amazing. I love pintos and Appaloosas, and they're just gorgeous. They're like my 2 favourite colours of horses. So definitely markings. Like, no markings looks amazing as well, like on any horse, but markings is just gorgeous. Like, when I see like a pinto or an Appaloosa or anything, I'm like, oh my god, I want you. Okay. Last question. Number 5, grey/white or black. Okay. Now, I really like dapple greys and stuff, and because they're gorgeous, like, oh my gosh. But I'm gonna say a black horse because I reckon when you see a black horse, they just look so like majestical. I don't know why, but and they look so, they don't get dirty as easy. Like, well, they do get dirty as easy, but you don't see it. Like on white or like grey horse, you can see when they get muddy, but on a black horse you can't. So then you don't have to worry about like if you've got a speck of dirt, and because you won't be able to see it. Like, yeah, it's just, and I reckon they look so much like, no, they don't look nicer, I just like the look of them better. Sorry. So yeah, that is everything, and they're all the questions. And you guys watching, you do the tag as well. It's a great tag. And if you can't tell, I am posting on a video camera this time, and I'm looking like, you can tell now, I am looking into like the little camera thing on the side. So I was doing that sometimes during the video, making sure my head wasn't chopped off like it is now. But because I'm not used to having that there, because I normally just film on my phone, and my dad found our video camera that we hadn't used for a while, and I was like, okay, I'll try this. So tell me if it's better quality than my other videos, like in the past. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, go check them out, because I want to know like what you guys think. Sorry if my eye is watering, it looks really red, oh my god. Okay, I just like had a coughing spaz, I cut it out of the video, but now my eyes are watering. Anyway, great end to the video, Talisha, good job. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tag. Do it yourself, it's fun, I love this tag. It's the first time I've ever done a tag. Like, I don't own the tag, I didn't make up the tag, but the first time me doing one, and it was really fun. I like answering questions. So if any of you guys have made a tag, send it to me, because I really want to do another tag. So send them to me, like, you can either email them to me. My email is horselovertalisha@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description as well. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just put a link in the comments below. So do that, and I'll check it out, and then I'll do the tag. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Love you all. Bye.